Hello again everyone, welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and today we'll be covering the Necron handle, notably the fact that the wiki is wrong about its drop rate. Before we get into this, I just want to say we are getting very close to 70k, so if you could leave a like and subscribe down below, that really would mean a lot. Make sure to also join my Discord down below, as we are hosting multiple 100ml giveaways over there. Without any further ado though, let's launch right into this. Starting off here, taking a look at the M7 loot table, we can see that the Necron handle has a drop rate as a base drop rate of 0.13%, and for S+, it remains the same, at least here on the wiki, at 0.13%. And in terms of the other three items that you would probably want, the scrolls, it's at 0.18% and 0.18%, and same for everything else going down the list. Now that seems pretty interesting, however it is not accurate to how things really work. This information kind of implies that getting an S+ isn't really relevant for getting something like a Necron's handle, however it very much is thanks to a video made by EnsyL. For those of you who are unaware of who EnsyL is, he's kind of the mastermind behind the bingo handle at the moment. I've linked his video down below, but notably he has done over 5,000 runs of floor 7 on a bingo profile, and what's even crazier is that he hasn't dropped a handle yet. I know, truly shocking. What he has to say in the video is just as shocking though. He breaks down the floor 7 and M7 loot drop rates in detail, and specifically he goes over how the weighting system works, which is pretty interesting. Generally, he talks about the fact that it has a correlation with the amount of essence you get, and you can use that fact to figure out how much weight each item is worth, and then you can use that information to get more detailed statistics about how likely each particular item is to drop. Heading into the numbers section, there is a lot to talk about. In terms of the handle drop rate, for an S+ M7 run, the handle drop rate is not 0.1295% as to be believed. It's actually 0.18295%, not taking into account RNG meter. This is a 41.2713% chance higher than implied by the wiki and by data we've gotten previously. In terms of the scrolls, the any percent drop rate is going to be 0.5397% if the wiki is to be believed, but it's actually 0.76244% if EnsyL's data is to be believed, and honestly he's done a lot of work and his argument is very convincing. This is once again a 41.2713% chance higher than implied by the wiki. For S runs, the handle and scroll drop rate is also higher than implied by the wiki. The handle drop rate is not 0.1295%, but rather 0.1419%, which is a 9.6071% chance higher than implied by the wiki. For scrolls, it goes from 0.5397% to 0.5915%. Once again, a 9.6071% chance increase. I know that was a lot of numbers, but basically what this means is that if you're doing M7, make sure you get things like Boss Luck 4 and a treasure artifact, and also don't lose S+ and M7, as you're effectively losing 22.4% of your chance to get a handle or scrolls. EnsyL also wanted me to mention that some chances, especially the 3rd slot or 4th slot based items like Necron Die or Recoms, might be slightly inaccurate, but that's because of just how much data he's had to sift through, but he does believe that the main point regarding handles and scroll chances still stands. I personally am not very shocked by this data. It once again shows that the wiki is curated by a bunch of people and doesn't necessarily have information directly from the admins. When I made my video talking about the Devon's alloy drop chance, I really wanted to get the point across that it wasn't really the numbers that mattered, but rather that the wiki was incorrect. And once again, we see a situation in which the wiki leaves out some information that may otherwise be important to a lot of people. So if you are seeing this video, make sure to go down below and check out EnsyL's, and also make sure to share that video around, as it really does have some great information there to get a discussion started. Wrapping up here, if you're a regular F7 player, I don't think this video is super relevant to you, aside from the fact that you can learn quite a bit about how dungeon loot is tabulated. If you're an M7 player, however, this is super important information that you're going to want to get, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you go check out EnsyL once again. He's a great guy getting a lot of information for the community, so make sure you check him out. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think this is another wiki blunder? Do you think that they just don't have the information and that's why things can't get updated? Personally, I'm in the latter camp there. They don't get the information directly from the admins a lot of the time, so they're kind of going off older information from the community, which may not be entirely accurate. At the end of the day though, my name's Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and look to the future fellas, because I will see you then. Matthew.